I keep my starter in the refrigerator. And the reason I do that is because now I don't have to worry about feeding it every day. Then we're going to go ahead and add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And we're going to add a little bit in. Now, as I'm mixing this, what I'm looking for is that it's combining good and that it has a sticky consistency. This actually is a little bit too dry, so we're going to add a little bit more water to it. Now, it's not a matter of measuring this, it's more really the texture that's important. Now you can see how it's starting to really break those two down and mix them together. And that's more of what I'm looking. We're going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to put it over by the coffee pot and put a towel over it, and that's going to warm it up because it's cold outside. It's a lot easier to make bread when the temperatures start being a lot warmer. Now it's all ready. See how there's bubbles everywhere? And when I open this up, it's risen to the top. See all those air pockets? This is perfect. We need 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we need to add in the honey. And we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of honey. Now we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix that into the flour. We need 1.5 cups of warm water, and then we're going to add our starter into it. We're going to put a cup of starter. And see how it floats? That's how you know that it's nice and active, and that's what you're looking for. Make sure and use a dough hook. See how it all pulled together, and the sides of the bowl are nice and clean. Now you're going to let it go for about 3 or 4 minutes. Now we have this all mixed. It's pretty sticky, but that's what you're looking for. We're going to take all this off the hook like this. Now that's done. We're going to set that aside. And now what we want to do is scrape down the bowl from our starter. I always leave about 1/3 in there. And then at this point, the only other thing I need to do is scrape down the lid so that's nice and clean. We're going to put this back on, and this goes back into the refrigerator. Now it's time to cover it. We're just going to put a doubled towel over top of it to keep it nice and warm, and I'm going to put it over by the coffee pot where it's nice and warm. It wasn't warming up too quickly over there, so another tip, use your oven. There, it's doubled in size. Looks good. We can take it out, and now we got to make that loaf of bread. We're going to press it out on the counter, just like this. And then we're going to pinch it over on top of each other Roll it up. Pull it towards you. Now let's put it in the loaf pan. Now we're going to put this on top, put it back in the oven. I don't have the oven on. I just have boiling water in a pan. I also have the light on, and we're going to see how long this takes. It's ready to take out. Now we're going to put on bake. Put it at 450 degrees. Leave it sit on top of the stove. It's going to raise while that stove is heating up. All right, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top so that it's drier. And then I just take my razor blade and I cut a couple slits into it. Put this back on and put it in the preheated 450 degree oven. We're going to put it in for 20 minutes covered. 20 minutes is up. Look how that bread has risen. Lid off, another 10 minutes. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and slice a little piece off of this. Perfection.